ஹாய். இன்னைக்கு என்ன பார்க்க போறோம் அப்படின்னா, இந்தியன் எக்கனாமி அண்ட் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர்லேருந்து ஒரு 50 கொஸ்டின். நான் எப்பவுமே என்ன சொல்லுவேன் அப்படின்னா, நீங்க ப்ரிப்பேர் எங்கே வேணாலும் பண்ணுங்க. நம்ம சேனலுக்கு வரீங்களா, கடன்னு டெய்லி ஒரு 50 கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ஒரு சின்ன ரிவிஷன் மாதிரி பண்ணிடலாம். ஓகேவா? இந்த 50 கொஸ்டின்ஸுமே MCQஸாக தான் இருக்க போது. பார்க்கலாமா? வாட் வாஸ் த டார்கெட் பர்சன்டேஜ் ஃபார் த இன்க்ரீஸ் இன் லிட்ரஸி பை த இயர் 2007? 75%. The target to reduce the infant mortality rate by 2000 was how many per 1000 live births? 45. According to the target for 2012, all villages were to have access to which of the following? எல்லாத்துக்கும் என்ன access இருக்கும்? Potable water. What was the target for the increase in forest and tree cover by the year 2012? 33%. During 2002 to 2003, what was the approximate percentage of agriculture's contribution to the national income in India? 25%. Out of 10% in India, how many depend upon agriculture for their livelihood? 6. In absolute term, agriculture provided employment to how many million persons in 1995? 97 million persons. Which of the following agriculture commodities help India stand first in a world terms of production? Groundnuts. In global agriculture ranking, what is India's position in rice production? Second. India copies which rank in the world in the case of tobacco protection? Third. Who stated that surplus population in agriculture should be removed and used in newly started industries and public work in rural area? Ragnar Notes. Simon Kuznets identified how many possible types of contribution to the agricultural sectors makes for overall economic development. 4. Providing the market for producer goods and consumer goods produced in the non-agricultural sector is termed as which contribution? Market contribution. Making available labor and capital to the non-agricultural sector is known as production factor contribution. The supply of agricultural materials such as cotton, jute to agro-based industries reflect which type of linkage between agriculture and industries? Production linkage. Rural bazaar outbuys urban market is the conclusion related to which of the following linkage? Saving and investment linkage. An increase in agricultural production results from an increase in an area under cultivation is known as horizontal expansion. Vertical expansion in agriculture specifies refers to productivity. So productivity refer பண்ணா vertical expansion, எவ்வளோ லேண்டில் இது பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்றத சொன்னால் horizontal expansion. Which demographic factor is primarily responsible for creating problems like fragmentation and subdivision of holding? Increasing pressure of population on land. Ignorance, superstitions and outmoded customs keeping farmers satisfied with primitive cultivation are classified under which of the factors of low protection? General factors. About what percentage of land holding in India are less than 2 acres? 80%. Defective land tenure structure, which includes the presence of intermediaries and the exploitative owner-tenant relationship, is an example of which factor causing backwardness in agriculture? Institutional factor. The farmers in India are born in debt, live in debt, and die in debt, and banquet debt. They highlight which technical institution setback. Indebtedness of farmers. The proportion of area under which different crops at a point of time is called cropping pattern. In which of the following refers to all kind of a policy-induced changes related to the ownership, tenancy, and management of land? Land reforms. Actualization of the goal of the land to the tiller is the major objective of land reforms. The abolition of intermediaries, tenancy reforms, and ceiling on holding are example of land reforms exercised through compulsion through legislative measures. The economic process under which agricultural goods are exchanged, determining their values in terms of money, is called agricultural marketing. The residual of produce left with the producer after meeting his requirement for family consumption and farm need is defined as marketable surplus. Marketable surplus is also referred as gross surplus from agriculture. Marketed surplus is explicitly referred to as net surplus from agriculture. According to experts, a person should be ideally get how many calories per day? ஒரு நாளைக்கு எவ்வளோ calories? 3000 calories. And on average, how many calories are actually available to the people in India? 2100 calories. The nutritive element in food such as protein, vitamin, and mineral related to which aspect of a food problem in India? Qualitative aspects. As a result of agricultural development efforts, the production of food crops in India increased to 192.4 million tons in which year? 1997 to 1998. Each fair price shop under public distribution system is envisaged to serve a population of about 2000. As of 31st March 1998, approximately how many fair price shops were operating in the country? 4.50 lakhs. In India, consumer cooperative societies operate under which structure? 3-tier structure. Under the PDS, responsibility of a procurement, allocation, and distribution of kerosene is assigned to Indian Oil Corporation and the Ministry of Petrol. Which institution is responsible for imported edible oils under the public distribution system? State Trading Corporation. Which institution has assigned the responsibility for the supply of soft coke? Coal India Limited. Which prices are declared by the government normally at the beginning of a sowing season as a long-term guarantee to farmers? Minimum support prices. The prices at which the government price agricultural product from farmers generally declared at the time of crop harvest. Procurement price. Procurement price are announced by the government based on the recommendation of which commission? Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices. Prices at which food grains are allocated and supplied to the Food Corporation of India to the states and union territories are called issue prices. Essential contribution goods are supplied to the household through the fair price shops at price fixed by the government, which are known as retail price. Buying and selling of food stocks by the government to the regulate and control price inflation is known as buffer stock operation. Buffer stock operation in India are carried out by which organization? Food Corporation of India. The ratio of agricultural inputs to output that indicate the efficiency of input utilization is known as agricultural productivity. According to an estimation, the agricultural productivity per worker is what fraction when compared with the large industries? 1/3. ஸோ அவ்வளோதாங்க. இந்த 10 நிமிஷத்தில் என்ன பண்ணிட்டோம், 50 கொஷின் இந்தியன் எக்கனாமி அண்ட் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர்லேருந்து பார்த்துட்டோம். இந்த மாதிரி நிறையா கொஷின்ஸை ஷார்ட் டைமில் ரிவைஸ் பண்ணோன்னா நீங்கள் நம்ம சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஓகேவா? பாய் கைஸ், தேங்க்யூ.